Next up, Mr. David Henson.
Thank you, Team Dave. Evening, GSS. Now, I know you're such a lovely bunch of people, so I'd like you to do me a favour. On the count of 3, I'd like you to laugh uproariously. Will you do that?
Yes, Dave.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. That serves 2 purposes. One is when I get the video back from Peter's team, I can cut and paste that video, that laughter track, on all the lines where you don't laugh. Mysteriously, I don't know why you wouldn't, but anyway. And secondly, having done the comedy night before, it allows me to boast that I've now got one more laugh than I did the last time. So, do you like the shirts? Yeah. Colourful, flowery, paisley. Not Ian, by the way. Nothing to do with it. Not round these parts. No. Now, the reason I'm wearing this shirt is I've just come back from Hawaii. I went out there for the Hawaiian Music Awards, and they have an award for the best female singer, and this year they decided to honour Lulu. Last year's surprise winner was Kiki D. Everyone wondered, why Kiki? So, I come from the London Borough of Bromley. Yeah. And I'm quite proud because there's been a lot of famous residents in Bromley. Chief amongst them was Charles Darwin, who lived in a little village called Down. And in Down there is a pub called the George and Dragon. And on the menu of the George and Dragon, genuinely, they have Emma Darwin's curry. The curry that Charlie's wife used to knock up for him when he'd come home from a hard day of evolutioning. And I thought, that sounds interesting, so I called the waiter over. I said, I'm thinking of having that curry. I said, but I'm a little bit concerned as to the origin of the spices. All right, stop groaning. You got him for free. But he assured me the dish had evolved over the years. And so I ordered it because it seemed like a natural selection. And they have a contest every year at the pub to see who can eat the most of Emma Darwin's curry. It's the survival of the fattest. Another famous Bromley resident was H.G. Wells, who wrote War of the Worlds and The Time Machine. And little did he know that by the 21st century we will have perfected time travel. Just hop on a plane to the southern United States and you're back in 1932. By the way, talking of writers, Shakespeare, who wasn't born in Bromley, when he gave up writing plays and started writing poetry, his work went from bard to verse. And did you know that Shakespeare was a really rubbish wrestler? Yeah, he was known as No Holds Barred. But of course, you can't mention Bromley without mentioning David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie. And my favourite David Bowie album is Aladdin Sane, which is about a boy who falls in the river in Paris. I was once asked at an interview to perform, whether I could perform under pressure. I said, no, but I can play Ziggy Stardust on a guitar. And so I was in my hotel room last night. I was flicking through the TV channels and I came across a documentary about Charles Darwin, funnily enough. It was on his trip to the Galapagos Islands, and for the hard of hearing, they had subturtles. And I carried on flicking through the channels, and I ended up watching old Heinz adverts on Ketchup TV. Talking of ketchup, I've got into cooking lately. Nice segue there, Dave. Yeah. Yes, I've got into cooking. I've got all the utensils. I recently got some glass dishes from a bloke from Jamaica. Pyrex of the Caribbean. Some of this food advice is rubbish, isn't it? They say you should eat 3 square meals a day, but I got really fat after eating 9 meals a day. Maths joke, yeah? So I've cut it down to 3.14 meals a day, but it mostly consists of just pie. Yeah. Thanks to Martin for teeing that one up earlier. Anyway, finally, I'd like to leave you with one bit of cooking advice. Never cook when you're naked. I did it once. I caught my willy in a food mixer and I was whisked off to hospital. Thank you.
Dave Henson, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dave Henson.